What's up, y'all? It's Haley from Barnes on the Go. If you're new here, welcome to our channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So, in today's video, I will be talking to you guys about how we save money traveling as a family of four without sacrificing comfort. Okay, so let's get into our list of how we save money without sacrificing comfort traveling as a family of four. First and foremost, we book early. We try to book airfare, hotel, rent a car if we need to at least 8 or 9 months before our trip is happening. Now I know you're thinking like, okay, a lot of things can change in that time frame. So if we pretty much know we're going, we will go ahead and book. But of course, we book tickets that can be used that you can get a credit for. So we don't book anything non-refundable. We don't book any basic fares on airlines. Like we book um, main cabin fares, so we be able to get some of our money back in case we are not able to go. Second thing, tap into your corporate discounts through your job or your company or whatnot. We use that a lot for hotels and our rental cars and even our airport parking. My husband's company has really good discounts with hotels and with airport parking. So Parking Spot is the company that has the best discount with his company. So we tap into Parking Spot a lot when we have to park our car at the hotel. Also, they have a really good discount with Drury Hotels, which is one of my favorite hotels, by the way. I love staying in Drury properties. So we tap into that. That's how we save a lot of money on our stays and especially airport parking because airport parking has gotten so out of hand. Second thing is choosing hotels that have a free breakfast, free parking, and any other perks like the kickbacks. So I know that's not always feasible for some people. For us, it works. I try to find like Embassy Suites is my favorite spot to do that, and also Homewood Suites. So I try to find those properties if I can in the cities that we're visiting because I know I can save some money on feeding everybody and we don't have to go out for breakfast when we get up in the morning because of course that can add up, especially if you're staying on the trip for a long time. Now, I know that also may mean with the free parking that you may be staying outside of the city, where everything is happening. But if you're willing to make that sacrifice, you could definitely save a lot of money because sometimes, as you know, parking in some cities can be $50 a night at a hotel or more. Third thing, being flexible with your travel. Now, I say that because I know sometimes when you're taking a trip, like you have to be totally exact in, I need to be here at this time, I need to leave at this time. So I'll give you an example. So when we did our Disney cruise back in October, the tickets into Orlando were exorbitant for the four of us. So my husband thought like, okay, let's look and see what's around Orlando. We can drive into Port Canaveral because you have to drive from Orlando to Port Canaveral anyway. So he's like, oh, let's just see what's around. So Tampa and Jacksonville were not that far away. I think it might have added an hour to our drive. So what we did was we booked airfare into Jacksonville and then drove down to Port Canaveral. The drive was actually 2.5 hours because it was during the hurricane season, and so a pre-storm before the hurricane had come in, so it made our drive a little longer. But anyhow, it worked out. We saved $1,500 on plane tickets just by flying to Jacksonville instead of Orlando. We like to do a side quest. We also decided to just kind of check out Jacksonville, drive around, see what's there. We've never been there before. And we also planned a stop to visit Bethune Cookman and HBCU. We like to visit HBCUs in new cities when we visit. But it that was the plan, but of course it didn't work out that way because the hurricane kind of threw everything off. But if you're willing to be flexible in where you fly into, that can save you a ton of money. I mean, $1,500 is a lot to save, and we're glad we did it. We would probably do it again if we cruised out of Port Canaveral. We would either fly into Tampa or Jacksonville. Fourth thing, now this part is where you can add maybe a little luxury or a little just extra perks. So when we check into hotels, I will typically ask if there are any complimentary upgrades available, especially if the hotel is not full, nothing's going on, no special event or anything. Now, This doesn't always work, but I would say, I'm gonna say at least 60 to 70% of the time we've gotten some type of upgrade. So it might have been we've gotten a bigger room before, we've gotten a room with the on a high floor, we've gotten a room with a really great view. So it doesn't always work, but it doesn't hurt to ask. So I always ask when I'm checking in for upgrades because we've gotten some really good ones. My fifth and final thing of how we save money without sacrificing comfort: no last minute shopping. Now, I have been guilty of this, I know, but I have changed my ways and I no longer go out and buy a bunch of stuff when we're traveling. So, what I have done is I kind of have like, here's my stuff for our road trips, here's my things for my hotel and road trips. Here's the things when we cruise. So I've kind of put things um, in areas where I just kind of go to and like, okay, this is my things for this is my things for that. And of course, I replenish it when it's low, but that gives me saves me more money because I'm not running out to Walmart or wherever to buy this, that, and the other because I already have my stash here. So that saves a lot of money because, of course, when you get ready to travel, you're like, oh, I need this new, I need that new. And I'm like, do you really? So I have been guilty of that, but I have changed my ways and I'm now doing a lot better. So go get you like your little stash for your road trips, for your hotel stays, and for your cruises, and you will be good. You will save some money. Trust me. I know it's hard to do, but I've done it. So that wraps up our tips on how we save money without sacrificing comfort as a family of four. If you've enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you found any tips helpful, give it a thumbs up as well. And let me know in the comments what are some things that you use where you don't overspend, but you're also not sacrificing any comfort, and maybe even adding a little luxury in there too. So subscribe to Barnes on the Go for more travel tips like this and more travel content. Thanks for watching.